What up, though? Welcome to the FreeGame Producer Podcast. My name is Brian Onrea. I'm here in the Bandwidth Studios in Atlanta, Georgia, and I got the super producer, the multi-platinum producer.
Yes, sir.
The 5-time Billboard.
Yes, sir.
#1 producer.
Yes, sir.
Will Power in the building. What's up, homeboy?
What up?
How you doing, man?
I'm in this thing, man.
I see you been working this week, man.
Yeah, bro. Busy week, man. Busy week. Good for the cause and for the culture, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We got a dope podcast today, man. Prince
Yeah.
Howard, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Came and dropped some gems on us about
Super
music
dope.
publishing and just business in general. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
man.
saying?
He's a really interesting person, man. Just a really hard-working person.
For sure.
You know, one of those guys, man, that I like to say got it out the mud. You know what I'm saying? And is continuing to grow his business and his brand. So this is going to be a really interesting conversation. You know, Thank y'all for tuning in. Let's get to it.
Yeah, man. A couple of items, though, I want to get to, man, about the music business, man. Of course, they had the Grammy Awards, man.
Yeah.
This week. Nobody got slapped, right?
Yeah. Nobody got slapped.
Ain't no slaps go down, man. Before we even get into the categories, they said, like, the viewership, it was like about 9 million people total.
Yeah.
Which, like, the Super Bowl had like 10 times more people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the Grammys is kind of going down. And the stat that I saw on, I think it was Music Business Worldwide, only 2.2% of people ages 18 to 49 watch the Grammys.
Yeah, I hadn't watched it in years, but that doesn't mean that, you know.
Yeah, I just kind of feel like it kind of lost this pizzazz.
It's been so many snafus at the Grammys, man. Like, you know, just like cultural snafus to me.
Well, I'm gonna get into the nominees and the winners in a second, but you know, Tyler the Creator won Best Rap Album, right?
Yeah, he
wasn't there. You know, and I think like Drake wasn't there, Kanye wasn't there. These are our nominees.
Yeah.
Nas performed there.
Yeah,
he killed it. But it's kind of funny because you know hip hop. I saw somebody tweet about this. Hip hop is the #1 genre, but yet they didn't televise the Rap Album of the Year.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of odd. But at the same time, it's like, well, if nobody's showing up, why would they televise it? If nobody's showing up.
Yeah, you can't televise.
So it just seemed like a whole clusterfuck. And I still got issues too, man. I'm gonna get to it in a second because hip hop needs more categories.
Yeah.
You know, like even with R&B and pop, you have progressive R&B, progressive pop, and all these subgenres of R&B and pop, and it's like hip hop Rap Album of the Year. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna get to that in a second, man.
But yeah, go ahead. Because I want to just give my opinion on the Grammys, I think the Grammys are necessary, man. I think it's a great historical establishment, man, for recognizing the works of those. I do think that it just needs an overhaul. I think is it too far gone to the point where we can't just figure out how to, like, maybe they could just reset and like reformat what it is. Like, first off, it might not even need to be on TV no more, bro. Go make it a streaming thing. Like, you know, at that point, you know, you kind of leave it to the people
to go on Netflix and stream.
To go to Netflix, and you can make it as long as you want at that point. Like, you can spend a whole year nominating people, and I need to I might join the board, bro, just to go get my.
Well, we talked about that, and I don't want to be redundant because we did kind of broach this subject when they first announced the nominees a couple months ago. Yeah. So, you know, it is what it is. But I want to recognize the winners, though.
Yep.
Record of the year, man. Lead the Door Open, you know, Silk Sonic, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to D-Mile. D-Mile co-produced, I think, every song on the album.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So Lead the Door Open won that. Album of the year was John Batiste, you know what I'm saying? All the producers on there. I see DJ Khalil was one I recognize on there. But it's a bunch of producers and engineers that got Grammys now. Shout out to them, man. Then you got, you know, Song of the Year. Now, you know, Song of the Year versus Record of the Year, you know, it's a difference in those. The Song of the Year is like more of a songwriter award. Again, Lead the Door Open. You know, Bruno Mars and Anderson .Paak won that one. Best New Artist, Olivia Rodrigo. Shout out to her. Best Pop Solo Performance, Driver's License, Olivia Rodrigo.
Nice.
Best Duo Group Performance, Doja Cat and SZA. Kiss Me More. SZA was on crutches.
I did not see that.
She like.
I didn't watch the show, bro. Sorry.
Well, yeah. Well, somebody on the show doing the research, right?
You know what I'm saying?
SZA like broke her. She broke her foot the day before.
Wow.
And she was like literally accepted the award on crutches.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Which is crazy. Get well soon, SZA. You know what I'm saying? Best Traditional Pop Vocal Album. It's just weird how the pop got all these subcategories, but whatever. Shout out to Lady Gaga and Tony Bennett. Love for Sale.
So, Lady Gaga still winning.
She ain't playing.
Yeah.
And that's best traditional pop album. Now it's best pop vocal album. Listen, we need a traditional hip hop category.
Yeah.
Damn it. You know what
I
I'm
don't
saying?
disagree.
You know, we need like a give us a boom bap, give us a lyrical rap album award. Give us a street rap album award. Come on, like.
Yeah.
I digress though. Best pop vocal album is Olivia Rodrigo again, Sour.
Yeah.
I'm gonna skip some of these categories, man. Best electronic music. Shout out to electronic music, man. But you know, best contemporary instrumental album. So they got instrumental albums getting Grammys. Taylor Egsty. Shout out to him or her. That's fucked up, man. I'm sorry. But yeah, you got a contemporary instrumental album. We should put out Willpower album and get you nominated for an instrumental album.
I'm ready for it.
You know what I'm saying?
Don't think I ain't.
Best rock performance, Foo Fighters, Make a Fire. You know what I'm saying? Best metal performance, The Alien by Dream Theater. Best rock song, Waiting on a War. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the Foo Fighters, basically. Shout out to all of them. Best rock album, Foo Fighters.
Yeah.
Is it crazy that I don't even really, I'm not a big rock guy, but it's crazy. I don't even know what's going. AC/DC had an album nominated. I'm lost, bro.
When did they put that? Like, man, bro, that's why I'm saying, like,
Paul McCartney got nominated for a rock album. Paul McCartney got a rock album?
Is it me?
What
like,
did I miss?
don't want to sound like
what did I miss here?
Yeah.
Paul McCartney 3 is the name of his album.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's alternative album, St. Vincent Daddy's Home. Okay, R&B. Best R&B. I never heard of a tie. How you have a tie in the Grammys? They had a tie. That's weird. I never heard that before. But best R&B performance: Silk Sonic, Lead the Door Open, tied with Jasmine Sullivan. Pick Up Your Feelings.
Yeah.
A tie? I don't know, tie, man. Flip a coin or something, bro.
Flip a coin.
Best traditional R&B performance: Her, Fight for You.
Yeah.
Won that. Best R&B song: Lead the Door Open, Bruno Mars and Anderson .Paak. Silk Sonic. Best progressive R&B album. What is a progressive R&B album? What is that? How do you define
won it? Lucky Day?
Lucky Day. How do you define a progressive R&B album? What is that? I want to know because we're getting all these subcategories.
Yeah, it sounds like some bullshit. Like, I mean, I'm glad they won it, but you know, whatever.
And then you got best R&B album.
Yeah,
I love it. But how R&B get all these categories and rap can't just best R&B album? Jasmine Sullivan, Hotels. Props to you. Best rap performance. Family Ties, Baby King featuring Kendrick Lamar. That was a dope record.
Yeah.
Kendrick killed that verse. Best melodic rap performance. Kanye West featuring The Weeknd, Lil Baby, Hurricanes. That's a dope record, man. Best rap song, Jail, Kanye West, and Jay-Z. Best rap album, Call Me If You Get Lost. It's my daughter's favorite album in the world, man. I figured Tyler or Nas should have won that, so I wasn't mad at that, man. But
yeah,
to have a blanket best rap album, rap is more than just one. You can have progressive R&B album, but you can't make a trap category for rap or boom bap.
Man, I can't even get into the Grammy conversation. It just doesn't make sense right now. Like I said, I'm an advocate for the Grammys. I like the Grammys. I think the Grammys are important to recognizing, you know, the works of those. However, it really needs an overhaul. So until we get that, man, like, I ain't got nothing to say because I'm really feeling some kind of way about it. I feel like.
Let me just keep giving props, man. Shout out to CeCe Winans, best gospel rap performance song, best contemporary Christian music performance song, CeCe Winans, Believe for It, best gospel album, CeCe Winans, Believe for It. BeBe and CeCe got a versus coming up too against Mary Mary. That's gonna be pretty dope, I think.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Versus battle.
Mary gonna mop them. They gonna mop them, bro. The Winans, BeBe and CeCe Winans. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, they gonna mop them.
No, they're not gonna mop them, bro. It's gonna be a good battle. I'm not saying they won't win, but it's gonna be close, bro.
I mean,
you disrespectful.
I ain't saying
BeBe and CeCe Winans, bro. Quincy Jones was willing to die for. Are you kidding me, bro?
Yeah, no, look.
BeBe and CeCe Winans,
I didn't
bro.
say they didn't have good music. I'm saying they gonna get mopped. They gonna lose. The verses.
It'll be a good battle, bro. To get mopped, bro, that's so disrespectful to BeBe and CeCe Winans, bro. So disrespectful, bro.
They get mopped. Mary finna bring that funk, dog. Like it's crazy. It's crazy, bro.
I don't even know how to talk to you right now, bro. If you think Mary's it's gonna be a close battle, bro.
I'm cool with that. If they gonna win though, Mary gonna win, bro.
Viewers, I wasn't even gonna watch it, but now I'm gonna watch it now. Now I'm gonna take my time to watch this battle.
I'm gonna get Warren Campbell on the show too, so you already need to know.
No, listen, it's gonna be a good battle, bro. It's gonna be. Listen, Warren Campbell was like a disciple of DJ Quick, so I'm like all in. Mary made the Shackles drums on there. That's DJ Quick drums, but so I'm all in. But I'm just saying to say they're gonna mock
Shackles on my feet, just make you dance.
But to say that they're gonna
understand. Come on, bro. They finna mop the Winans, bro. They need to bring all the Winans to beat Mary, bro.
Oh, you want to get into it?
I'm just kidding.
As a family, I'll be easy watching.
Oh yeah, ain't nobody mess with the Winans on
that. But don't to mop them, bro. Nah, bro, you crazy. It's gonna be a close battle. I'm not saying Mary wouldn't win it, but it's gonna be like a blow for blow battle, bro. So
I'm with it.
Don't even play, bro.
I'm with it.
Like, oh my god. Anyway, man, let me just finish up the finish up. I can't believe this brother said that they was gonna mock BeBe and CeCe, bro. I'm gonna make a BeBe and CeCe playlist for the group chat.
Please do. I need it. Yeah, I need that anyway.
That's disrespectful, bro. Comedy album, Louis C.K. won. I'm trying to get to the album of the year and the record of the year and all this stuff, man. But maybe whatever, man. I forgot who won the album. Oh, I think it was Batiste won the album of the year.
Yeah.
Overall, so.
I mean, man, the Grammys ain't never it's always been this. It's always great for discussion afterwards. It's always fun to watch people, your peers, go out and win and, and be nominated, because I think it's important that everybody gets noticed. But, yeah, man.
Producer of the year, I got to say that one. Jack Antonoff. Antonoff, yeah. Jack Antonoff won that one. Hit Boy, I was rooting for Hit Boy, bro.
I believe he should have been producer of the year.
Well, and it's the thing. If you look on the Grammy website, they only got 2 albums, King's Disease 2 and Judas and the Black Messiah. But he produced, in the hip-hop world, he produced a lot of albums last year. Big Sean album came out during that cycle last year. That should be, Detroit 2 should be on there. But
I think it should have been between him and D-Mile, honestly, because they both was like going crazy.
D-Mile wasn't even nominated, bro. So, I mean, bro, like, what they doing at the Grammys, man? You know what I'm saying? But anyway, man, God bless everybody, man. That's the Grammys, man. Real quick, J. Cole had the Dreamville Fest this past weekend. And it's ironic because DJ Drama won the Grammy with Tyler for Call Me If You Get Lost, right? That in and of itself was kind of dope because it's a Gangsta Grill, like, kind of mixtape album pretty much, and that won a Grammy. Against J. Cole though.
Yeah.
But he's like helping headline J. Cole's festival.
Oh yeah.
So that was kind of, I'm like, is he gonna celebrate up there real too hard? We can't go too hard because you just beat J. Cole, so you can't go too hard at this festival.
Right.
So I thought that was kind of ironic. But shout out to Drama, man. But they did a mixtape together.
That's dope.
Drama hosted a Dreamville mixtape. It's pretty dope, man.
I want to check it out. I have seen it. I heard about it, but I gotta go check it out.
Real quick, man. Shout out to producers, man. A-Rab Music, Beat Butcher, Cristo, Tane Runo, you know what I'm saying, is on there. J. Cole produced a song on there. Wildfire is on there, man. WU10, Dizzle is on there. Chuck English produced a record on there. Jake One is on there, man. Jay White Did It got a record on there, man. Cedric Brown got a record on there, man. Trey Beat, Superstar O is on there, man. Natra Average, that's a dope name. Natra, N-A-T-R-A, then Average, that's a dope producer name. I see you, man. Natra Average is on there. Illmind is on the album, man. Shout out to him and Gang. Nasheem Myrick is on there, man. Simon Grubio, Antoine Walters. How many songs on there? 15.
Oh, yeah.
But it's producers all over there. And, these songs be having like 5 or 6 producers on the track. So Gene Blue, Facts Only, another dope producer name, Facts Only. F-A-X, one word only. That's pretty dope. I like that, man. But shout out to that project, man. All the producers, man. But we got a dope. If you in the music publishing, if you're a producer, man, there's information about publishing you probably don't know, man. In this Prince Howard interview, man. So let's get to it.
Let's get to it.
Let's get it.
Bing.
Free gang.
My man gonna disrespect the Winans like that, bro. What up, though? Welcome back to the FreeGame Producer Podcast. We got a very, very, very special guest in the building. We got the publishing guru in the building. We got Prince Howard with us. And when I say Prince Howard, I'm talking about...
Oh, wait, we got some new sounds.
I like that.
I'm talking about 40-plus gold and platinum records.
Jeez.
Grammy nominated. CEO of Pacific Music Incorporated.
Yes.
A big-time mover and shaker in the world of music, in the publishing world in particular.
Yeah, and my frat brother.
Go Mob.
Prince Howard, how you doing, sir?
I'm good, man. How you doing?
Great.
Hey, that was an auspicious introduction. Thank you so much.
Thank you for being here.
Turn up.
Yeah.
We really appreciate it, man.
Yeah, definitely, man. I'm glad to be here.
It's fine,
Definitely.
man. Thank you for coming on the show, bro. Like, I've been wanting to have this conversation, man. We about to talk about all things publishing, all things Prince. Let's see what it is.
Man.
First off, how you doing, man?
Man, I'm actually good. I couldn't be better. God is good.
Yeah.
You know, I'm thankful to be here through the pandemic and be able to, now be outside a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, I was always outside doing it.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna be honest. I was traveling and cutting deals in the pandemic. I
was about to say, man.
I just put my mask on.
I saw you working the whole time. I was like, bro, he is not going to stop, man. Listen, man. So let's talk a little bit about what's going on, man. Last we sat down and talked, you were I think head of publishing over or doing something over at Beetroot.
Yeah.
And then I spoke to you here recently, and you kind of got your own thing going now. So let's talk about it, man. What happened?
Well, definitely, man. I thank you for definitely knowing, of course, what I was doing. But over at Made in Memphis, I was the head director A&R music publishing division. I work closely with Paul Katz, 30-year music vet with Jive, and then Tony Alexander, who's the president, who appointed me in the position, and George Munger, who was there, who left, but they were the original ones who brought me on. I did probably like 5 deals with them before I came on, and basically just guided through the beginning stages of building the company, the publishing division. Yeah, I think we did a good job. Y'all did. We were able to get great administration in place as far as collecting for our clients, and then being successful with the placements that from the clients that were there, and just working the relationships basically. Yeah. So once my tenure was up in November, I got a call from one of my partners and from previous, and he said, "What you gonna do?" I said, "Well, what you mean? What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do whatever Prince Howard gonna do."
That's right.
And I'm used to ownership. I've been an entrepreneur since I was 21. And so it's always been about ownership. But at the same time, I believe that you have to take steps into moving into that type of position. Yeah. I don't think anybody can just jump in and be an entrepreneur. There's some things that you have to put in place. And for me, it was always about building a resume, making sure that I had covered all my bases before I actually started my own situation. Yeah. So with this past situation with Made in Memphis, who is the parent company for Beetroot, and they own about 4 other companies, it was about being in a position and being able to say that I could be in that position and rock it. Yeah. And so now I started Pacific Music Publishing, super dope. LTD, and I have a partner who I came in the music game with, Ryan Adams, who I managed for the D4L project. Oh yeah, that went gold. They did we did 3 songs on that album, him and Cool Lace. That's dope. And so I managed both of them for that project. Come on, man. I brought him back on. If I was gonna do anything, it was gonna be with people that I mess with from the beginning. Yeah. And I'm loyal when it comes to people that I work with. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's why my relationship spanned 20 years or 15, 16 because of that. So that's basically what I'm doing, Yeah,
I think it's dope, man. Yeah. I think the most interesting part about it is you speak on like building blocks. Right. How important that is, to go in, try something first, make sure you're good at it before you step into other things. But there's one thing that I know about you that you didn't speak to, but I know that it's real, and that's you're a relationship guy. Yeah, everything is about the people you know, and the business that you form with people. Like you and I, we're really good friends because it's a relationship thing. Right. You know, and a lot of this is not about going out and getting a bag all the time. Sometimes it's just about, hey, bro, how you doing, man?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
So and that I think that's how most of my relationships have been formed in music, because I didn't come from music.
Yeah.
So for me, I came from the financial world. I was a financial consultant advisor. So it's all relationships, because you think about this. You're asking somebody to give you a certain amount of money to invest, but you don't know whether it's going to work or not work.
Right.
So I got to trust you and believe that you'll put me in the right thing, a right investment vehicle, so that my money can grow and I can get the returns that you are anticipating that I'll get 15, 10, 20 years from now. Yeah. So that's relationships. So I had clients I would meet with 8 times before we even cut a deal or signed any paperwork.
That's
patience.
That's patience, bro.
That's the patience of Job.
I love it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So coming into music, I was an investor when I started out.
So is that the same approach you have when you're like, let's say you're courting a writer or producer or artist? Is it about, you know, because most people who meet you know what you have to offer.
Right.
They're pretty certain that doing business with you is going to benefit them. And probably you in most cases.
Right.
But is it about letting them know that, look, we got to have some kind of relationship here before we can do anything?
Well, yeah, I think everything that any client that I've ever had that is a lasting client or a long-term relationship, it's not even really, it's kind of unspoken.
Yeah.
That, okay, we're going to just see what's happening and then figure out if you really want to deal with me, because I'm really a shark. I don't care. like we get to it. Like I don't play games. This isn't like with careers, because you are saying to me, I trust you to do something for me and I expect a result.
Yeah.
So I don't play with results. You know what I'm saying? And so a lot of people I found in music, and I was on Let's Talk About It with Jazzy and Vaughn. I was like, man, I don't really want to deal with these cats in the music game, because these dudes kind of fake.
Yeah.
They don't say what they mean and they don't mean what they say. Do I really want to mess with this? Because at the end of the day, I was dealing with straight up dude. Like, I got $2 million. I'm gonna give you $500 to manage or put in this fund or whatever, and that was it.
Yeah.
So it's straight business at the end of the day, and music was a bunch of smoke and mirrors and a bunch of everything else as far as the business part, because people didn't really know the business.
Yeah.
And that's what I found when I came in. I was like, these cats really don't know what they doing.
That's right.
Now I'm a business person. Let me find out everything I need to know about the craft of the business of music.
So now talk about the business of music. This is a producer podcast, right?
Right.
So I want to just kind of set the table a little bit for some of the up and comers who may be working but don't really know what they're doing.
Right.
So could you explain, like, what is basic music publishing for a producer? How does that look? Just kind of basic terms.
Basic things. PRO, Performing Rights Organization. Being registered so that you can register your works as you're completing them, and registering the splits on those production and works that you may believe may be getting placed or maybe put out for use or maybe synced. Setting that up as a writer and as a publisher. A lot of people, when they go on the PRO, they set up the writer's part but don't set up the publisher's part. So the publisher portion is very important. That means you have to go to the Secretary of State, set you up an LLC, register, get a tax ID number, get a bank account for it, all that. That sets you up for business. One thing my mom always told me, you have to be prepared to do business before business is actually enacted.
Come on, man.
Free game, yeah.
Ooh, you feel me? So a lot of people are not prepared to do business. So when business comes, guess what? They stuff all over the place.
That's right, man.
So that's the first step.
Yeah.
After that, then in the creative side, getting split sheets when you are there in the room after this done.
Yeah.
Not 8 months down where nobody remembers who
right.
did what and who wrote what. Look, I tell my clients, I'm not in the room.
Yeah.
Y'all figure out the splits and come back to me.
Yeah.
Because I'm not gonna be in the studio sitting with y'all worried about who wrote what and who produced what. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then I teach my clients how to do it so that they're empowered themselves, you know, on the creative side as they're moving to the business side.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
And those are the first beginner steps.
I think that's so
powerful.
That's so powerful because most people think about, let me go ahead and get with a PRO, but they don't think about the publishing side of it. I've never heard anybody break it down like, go ahead and set up an LLC for your publishing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, prior to coming onto the show, you were explaining to us, that like the whole point of having a publishing company is because that's what they're going to pay. So it's like, you got, what you don't realize is like the PRO they are finding it. Right. And are they collecting it as well?
PRO collects mechanicals.
Yeah.
That means radio play, the simple things.
Yeah.
They don't collect royalties.
Yeah.
So royalties are separate. That's on the master side, which is with the label who's financing the artist or financing the production, and that's why they have an interest in the production and publishing of a situation. And they might not have interest in the publishing unless they have a separate publishing company. But they have interest in the master recording.
Yeah.
And that master is split between the label and whoever the JV is. If it's not the JV or whoever the entities are that are involved in putting that artist out.
Yeah.
So that's how I split up master. So you got two parts of publishing, master, and then the publishing side.
Yeah. So good, man.
That's good.
That's so good, bro.
I've never heard anybody like, because usually, from my experience, from what I have gathered over the years, people, they put out music and they wait for like a publishing company to kind of hit them up and do it for them.
Right. And let me just explain this. So the publisher share, when you set up a publishing company, you are setting yourself up for a future publishing deal once placements are there. Because guess what? The publishing company that's offering you the advance is participating 50-50 with your publisher share.
That's right. Yeah.
It's a 50-50 joint venture.
Yeah. That's why they, when people say publishing deals, they like leave out one major word, which is co-publishing deal. So essentially, like you're splitting the share of the publishing with.
So how does that usually work when somebody doesn't do that? They don't set up a business. They don't go to the Secretary of State, and they get a couple of placements, and now a pub deal comes. Like, how does that? Where do producers?
I'm gonna tell you what happens, because I did 2 or 3 number of deals as the head of what we do is we set them up a publishing company.
Yeah. Basically,
make sure they have a publishing company so that they can be able to split that publishing with us. You know what I'm saying?
That's
or
fine.
with the publisher. That's basically it.
All right. So with that basic understanding,
right.
What about the person, like say, like a person like myself or someone interested in this side of it? What benefit would it be for a person like me to own a publishing company? Because last week we had a really dope producer on here, Romano. Who is with Steve-O and them. Yeah. So super dope. But he just randomly said some cool shit the other day and was like, I'm trying to start my own publishing company and like acquire publishing, like acquire other publishing that is for sale or whatever. Right. And I just thought like, God damn, that's fucking smart, bro. Like, that's the move. So, what are the benefits in that for a person? Like, cause I could say I'll be honest, I have a publishing company. I have a publishing title, but I don't have nothing going. I don't know what I'm doing with that shit right now. So, yeah.
So basically, I think that all producers, any producer that's like sold millions of records, that's done really well, most of the time you have producers up underneath you, or producers that work with you that you would want to sign.
I do.
So that's one benefit of having a publishing company. The only thing you have to do is have somebody to administrate and collect it as you're getting them placed. So you can have a publishing company. The key is how is it ran administratively, and most people don't know how to run it administratively because there's percentages that need to be broken down. Like with my publishing company, I have a business manager, I have a CPA, I have an administrator, I have 3 administrators, 2 who I'm doing deals with, and then 1 if I want to do a deal separately that they may not want to participate, I can sign it and I'll administrate it.
Oh, I get it. Yeah.
So with having a publishing company, that's the benefit. Because now, first of all, let's go to this. Publishing is is intellectual property.
Yeah.
Let's be clear on that.
Clear.
Publishing is intellectual property. That means just like software is intellectual property and you receive a percentage if they sell it, like Oracle.
Yeah.
They built a $1 billion business on what? Intellectual property and reselling that continuously. That's what music is.
Yeah, for sure.
Music lives forever.
Yeah.
We still playing Christmas Carol songs from back in the day. We still playing James Brown. So guess what? It lives on and on. So that's what we have to understand as creatives. Me on the business side, because I'm a creative, because I'm an A&R. I pick out records and place them, do all that. But what I'm saying is we have to understand and that this is intellectual property. It's like owning a patent.
Yeah, they used to say that, man. Like, you not worth anything if you don't own some patents. So I guess this is our modern day.
This is your patent. And for everybody that creates, anybody that creates has done anything in this game is a walking business and entity of intellectual property that can be used to leverage to do so many different things.
Yeah, man. And I'm going to tell you, man, royalties mean a whole lot,
Right.
So, of course, when you get a placement, the royalty side of it isn't normally like immediate, because of the advance that they might cut you or whatever deal you make over a song. The chances of getting like large amounts of royalties early is not necessarily the way it works. Right. So I didn't realize this either. I've been in the game long enough now to know what it is. But when I first started, it was just sort of like, well, I don't know what this royalty shit is at all. But now I'm super happy, bro, that I got royalties, man. Like, I didn't realize what it was. And like, it's not until tax season when you sitting there going, oh shit, like this is like a whole like person's salary in royalties coming over the year. And it's like, whoa, I didn't realize this was what was going to happen.
Right.
And so now I really want people to understand the importance of it and why, knowing what publishing is and how it works and how to collect and things like that is super important, man. So I think what you're doing is super, super crazy, man. Like, it's just dope to see because not very many people are teaching it or even know it. It's like you said, bro. So
I mean, and let's not make no mistakes. Some of my clients are OGs, been in the business for a long time, and I've broken down certain things to them and kind of guided. So it's for everybody. This knowledge is for everybody, and I don't judge anybody for not knowing it because at the end of the day, it wasn't like the big thing. Everybody want to get signed. Everybody was producing, getting these big checks in advance. Because I think I came in the earliest stages when people were getting 50, 60,000 per placement. Yeah. When budgets was just ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? And then the mixtape age cut all of that off.
Yeah, certainly.
And then people were just giving away records, but they weren't getting no paperwork. The records end up being now in the streaming age is being streamed. Yeah. Mixtapes getting, streamed just like the Nicki mixtape now is up on streaming. Yeah. So all those producers, if they didn't do any paperwork back then, now they got to get paid and figure it out what to do. So, it's a lot of change and a lot of things that are going on that affect publishing. That's why at the end of the day, you got to be up on it. You got to have a professional and somebody there in your team that can make sure that that's correct.
All right, here go a good question. So I got all that stuff worked out. I'm an effective registered publisher. I got producers under me.
Right.
Now what do I do as a publisher?
Now as a publisher.
Like what's my day-to-day
Okay.
You know,
yeah.
Am I like looking for work? Like, talk to me.
Okay, so basically, as a publisher now, depending on the type of deals you're doing, you may have some admin deals where you just strictly collecting all over the world. You're collecting whatever is out there.
So do you do on the this is a sidebar on the admin side of things? Do you just hire like an admin company for that? Like, are there people who specialize in that, or
there are people that specialize in it?
Yeah,
there are people that you can partner with that can admin independently for you.
Got you.
You can because really Warner Chappell, Sony ATV, all those companies are administration publishing companies. Yeah. So it all goes together, hand in glove.
Yeah.
So that's what you would have. But once you are fully put together, depending on the type of company you are, like myself, I'm gonna be financed where I can hire an A&R to go out and create relationships with the A&Rs at the labels, and garner placements. Yeah, because that's what the co-publishing is a partnership. Yeah. So over the last 10 years, most of the publishers got rid of their A&Rs. So now it's been a collection game. Like we just collecting. You go get placements. Yeah, you and do we work. Gonna collect. We just go. It's like a slave system.
Come on, man.
So what I'm saying is, it's like I think the last independent publisher that I saw in the game that was really placing records like that and doing that was, I think, Shakir Stewart and Hitco. They were doing. Shakir would go out and create these relationships at the labels, put their producers with Beyonce to create. Yeah. These records, and that's what they were doing, and then other companies had it too.
Yeah, like Beluga Heights.
Beluga Heights.
They was going
crazy. What's his name? What's my man?
Zach Katz.
Zach Katz and the other guy. I just was talking about him because he was partnered with Louis Biancanello and Sam Waters. All of them were part of that writing team, and Erica Newry and all of them. But they were going crazy. So basically, when you're doing co-publishing, you're a partner. So you want to be able to provide help to the managers, because think about it. When you sign somebody, you want them to have a strong team. You want them to have a good manager. You want them to have a good team. So if you place that good team with somebody in your building that can work with them and go guide them to the A&Rs and get the who's looking list, or the relationships with the artists and all of that creates placements and creates opportunity, at least the opportunity to get a placement.
That's right.
Because placements create more publishing.
That's right, bro.
And more dollars. So the bigger records I get, more money I'm making.
It's a real struggle though. Like it's not easy. Like that, and that's the part. You know what I'm saying? That's part of what was kind of like a battle for me. Right. It's like I got these great creatives, and I'm just trying to find great opportunities, man. Right. So that's good to know, man. Like I appreciate that information. So I will be calling you to talk about how the hell to get my shit.
And then
the
these up and coming independent artists too, that are about to pop. That's right there. Yeah. Come in and I do 5 records on you, unless I know you can't pay me right now, but let me do some paperwork. I can do 2 on your project when you get your deal.
That's right.
Look, we can negotiate. We can make the key to business is structure and never losing the deal. It's not one deal that you're gonna walk out of that we didn't try everything that I could try to get the deal done.
That's a great perspective, man.
See, what I'm hearing is something me and Will talk about a lot, and that's leverage, right? When you have leverage, you can work deals. How do you go about getting leverage as a producer? Particularly when you're not really popping.
Yeah, I think leverage with a producer, like being able to have a studio where you can record.
I got leverage.
Hello.
Look.
Hello.
If you got the one of that, and you got, man, I just say that.
Hello.
Because most producers, they need a place to record their talent.
Facts.
So there you go. Labels look for standalone situations where they can bring in and partner to do sessions and all that stuff. So that's leverage. Having a building, this is beautiful. Yeah. You already got the leverage. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's just mainly about finding the talent and who you want to leverage that out and feel is important to gain, to give and take. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Because it's all about balance. You know what I'm saying? And I felt that so many things in music were so unbalanced. So I was like, wait, hold up. where's the balance? So we need to bring more knowledge on publishing. We need to bring, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so with that, that's why I think you can do.
Man, publishing is to me, it's the most interesting part of this business, man.
Right.
But it's the most underserved, misunderstood part of it, man.
Yeah.
So we got the publishing guru Prince Howard in the building.
Yep.
A lot of good information is going around.
Super game.
But I want to switch gears a little bit because there's people at home that's trying to get into the game and they don't know about career paths.
Right.
You have an amazing career, right?
Right.
I want to know how you got there. I know you went to school. I think it was Georgia.
Yeah, I went to Sanford University.
Okay.
I did. It's crazy because I went to Sanford, and me and my brother literally were the only two non-athlete African Americans that came in that class as freshmen that didn't play sports.
That's crazy.
So the school is predominantly all-white school, and immediately, because my mom had traveled all over the world, all our friends with different nationalities, I didn't really care. We went there on debate, academics. So I immediately became the freshman class president.
Wow.
And so you got to think it wasn't everybody my color voting for me. Right. I just made great friends and really just great people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I stayed there for 3 years, but I was sidetracked, believe me, because my whole family is entrepreneurs. We've been in business in Montgomery, Alabama for 81 years. My grandfather was good friends with Dr. King, helped with the bus boycott in 1955. Our family business, we had a cab business, so it transported the walkers back and forth. His brothers, we had a barber shop where Rosa Parks' husband worked in our barbershop, was a barber there.
Dope.
Family. So it's like, and then we had a funeral home business. We were like the second only black funeral home in Montgomery. So, which is the capital and the start of Alabama, and then the start of the civil rights movement.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I come from a civil rights family and political family. So for me, entrepreneurship was ingrained, and I saw it all the time when I visited Montgomery, because I was born here in Atlanta.
Yeah.
And my grandmother was, big in politics, was Maynard Jackson's first campaign community organizer.
Come on,
for his
man.
campaign. And my
lineage,
aunts,
boy.
Yeah, my aunt Princella Dixon Howard, Princella Howard Dixon, God rest her soul, she passed away last year, but desegregated countertops in Montgomery with Leon Hall, who was Maynard Jackson's chief of staff in the 70s. So, and growing up, these people came by the house, Herman Russell, the builder here, the Bronner, Mr. Bronner used to come by and have breakfast with us. And,
that's crazy.
So this is what I grew up in. So my mindset has never really, it doesn't matter what business it is, it's business.
Yeah.
So it's about learning what you're doing and then applying the practices to it. So that was kind of my start. Went to college, played around. I had about 3 businesses going. I had a little clothing business. I was cutting hair. I was an entrepreneur. I had a work-study job.
Oh, yeah.
And I was in the military. I did 13 years in the Army, National Guard Reserves, and 3 years active. So
thank you for your service, bro.
So
Come on, man.
So that was in high school.
Yes, sir.
So everything's about discipline, attention to detail. And so that's kind of my start. I left 3rd year in college, went back to Montgomery. Of course, Sanford is in Birmingham. I went back, and I was like, what am I going to do? And my mom and dad were upset, and they were like, you got to figure it out. Well, you the oldest one. You got to figure it out. I'm the oldest of 4 boys. So basically, I started working. I had 3 jobs. Then I answered an ad, and I became an assistant manager at a paint store.
Yeah.
And then I looked in the newspaper, and there was an ad. You can make $60,000 a year. Get your insurance license, and it was the company Aflac.
Pacific Music Publishing. Like, how did that start? And for people at home, aspiring creatives who may want to work with you, how does that work?
Well, we just started the publishing company probably a month and a half ago. We're finishing out all the little parts of it, like registering with all the PROs, that type of stuff. I'll be ready to sign in May. But basically, set it up, did all of the, LLC regular stuff, set up the bank account. But at the end of the day, I'm going to put up a Instagram situation separate for the publishing. But right now I have Pacific Music Inc., which is the Instagram for Pacific Music, which is incorporated, which is the management part and label part.
Yeah.
So they can get in touch with me through Instagram, publishing_guru. They can reach out to me, or through Pacific Music Inc. I also have a website up as well, pacificmusicinc.com, and we're building that out because I had so many things that I was doing. So now we're breaking it out. Pictures, who all is involved, what we're doing. So that's coming soon.
Yeah. And you dropped so many nuggets. I think you were talking before we start recording that there's a course coming.
Yeah.
Now I know a lot of us are interested in that. So tell us about that.
Well, I have a young lady, Jennifer Pasteur, who puts together courses for individuals and for different people who instruct on different things. So she came to me and she was like, Prince, you need to put together a course, a 5-module course, be able to sell this when you go and speak, or have it up, so people can access it through their phones, download it. Yep. So right now we're in the process of recording. I just put the 5 modules together that I'll be, kind of putting information out on. And so then we're creating everything in the next 30 to 60 days. In about 90 to 120 days, it'll be out to the consumer.
So make sure you follow Publishing Guru on IG, because he'll let you know when that come out.
Yeah.
That, man, I love it, man. I really appreciate you coming on the show today, man. It's always a pleasure to talk to someone with such knowledge. Right. We're all in the music business, man, and so it's a shame that a lot of us are just participating. Right. We don't really know what the fuck we participating in, but we just out here. You know what I mean? And it's refreshing to talk to someone who really has an education in it and understands like what's necessary. So I intend to sit down with you, man, and build on some things. I got some great ideas that some areas that I just have never been in. Right. And so I just want to thank you, man. This is really dope, man.
Thank you for having me on here. I didn't think I had too much to say.
Nah, man, it's plenty, man. Like bro, we can probably go on for another hour. I also know though that you have other producers, so I'd like to see, just go ahead and put it out there now that we want to get your producers on the show.
Oh yeah, most definitely, yeah. Cassius J, J Beats, who did Travis Scott and Nicki. He got some stuff coming with Future coming up on. Ray Real, Tab the Pen, songwriter, SOS, Stacey Owens, who's doing really well.
Oh, we had him on the show.
Yeah.
That was one of my, not roommates, but we lived next to each other in college.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So we managed Stacey and man, everybody's doing well, Lyrica. And I think I've cut off my management, my hat, as far as what I'm willing to add. Also, I just kind of brought in Skipper the Flipper, and I'm working with him, rapper. And he's dope songwriter too as well. So I've been working with him over the last few weeks. My boy G Code brought him to me. So shout out to G Code, Miami.
Yeah, it is.
He ATL though. But yeah, so yeah, we'll definitely have him on. Definitely.
That's dope, man. Well, listen, man, let's do this again. We'll check back in with you, man, maybe like 6 months.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean. If anything, and also you now family of the show, man. So like, if there's anything that you would like to come on that takes place that you need people to know about,
right? Yeah, maybe when the module comes out, just come back and do a quick little.
Oh yeah,
we're here for it.
Definitely, I think that's gonna be big because I think we need more education. Everybody, these conferences give the hype, but they don't get an education.
That's what I'm saying, man. I really think that just in this conversation today, more was said from a practical space than most people just don't know it. But I ain't gonna keep harping on it.
It's gonna spark a lot of like light bulbs in people, and they're gonna want more information about it.
Right.
They should.
And one conference that I do participate in, the MBE conference of Linda Garrett, I've been there for the last 3 years. They really give knowledge. I've been on the panels, and they really give out knowledge, and I've been on the publishing panel, and that's one that I support. But my main thing is let's stop selling dreams, and let's really just be honest about what this really is and what business is, and let's be honest about how we put our artists and what we need to really concentrate on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And what they really need to know. Some people not going to accept it. Some people not going to want to do, hear the knowledge, but at least it's out there.
Yep. There it is.
Thank
you, man. Free game, bro.
Yes, sir.
Go mob, D.
Go mob.
Let's get it. Thank you so much, man. Thank you.